Howdy sand fans and Dunatics, Sand Phil here, back again. Well, today we are going to start working on the Vinsons. It's a Suzuki 500 four-wheel drive Vincent, and we've got 3 of these. The thing is we don't know what year they are. I don't know too much about them. I've always worked on like the sport four-wheelers, you know, the Banshees and the 250Rs and that kind of stuff. So this is kind of a new thing for me, the four-wheel drive ones. But it's just a quad, right? It can't be too much different than anything else. Anyway, so we've got 3 of these. The one I've got in the shop right now, Drew found this one and another one that's out there in the car tent. He found these at a guy who strips these things off and sells them for parts. So we saved this one kind of from the crusher. It's just in too good a shape just to strip down. I think we can get this thing back up and running. But there's some stuff we got to find out about this thing. We don't know what year it is. I don't exactly know what's wrong with it. The guy that Drew bought this from said that he thought it had low compression, but who knows. Anyway, so let me grab the camera. We'll do a quick walk around, and then we'll kind of see what we can do with this. I think what we're going to try to do today is at least get a battery in it, and see if we can get any signs of life out of it. Maybe do a compression check on it. It's got a bunch of plastic on it, so I don't know how far we're going to have to tear into this, because you can't even see the engine in this thing. So anyway, let me grab the camera. We'll do a quick walk around and we'll see what we can do. Let's go. Okay, everybody, so here we go. We've got a Suzuki Vinson. I think we've got the front plastic for this. It's in the shop. I think it's broken though. We got a big box of parts, miscellaneous parts and stuff that came with it. And then here we go. These things are really cool. Like I said, it's a Suzuki Vinson. It's got a digital dash and stuff, and it's got all kinds of controls and buttons and knobs. We definitely will have to redo the seat if we get it running, but it's got really cool wheels and stuff on it too. Now here's the back of it. Looks like it's got a dry storage box that's missing its lid. It's been kind of crushed in, but here's something we found out. The other 2 aren't like this. I don't know if you guys, maybe I can get the thing to zoom in here. This one has a floor shifter, so it must have an automatic clutch, and then you manually shift gears. The other 2 that we have in the car tent aren't like that. So this one is different than the other 2. So we'll just have to figure out what's going on with this guy. But anyway, let me take the seat off of it, and we'll see if we can't figure out how to put a battery in it, and just see if we can get any signs of life out of it. Okay. Man, that is a monster seat. Look how big the seat is on this thing. It's huge. It's like a couch. Alright. So, let's see. Got some cool zip ties going on. And we got some free rocks. Check this out. So we got some rocks. That's good. Alright, look, extra rocks. We didn't even pay anything extra for those. Let's get all that out of there. Alright, let's see. This is definitely a mess here. This is crazy. Well, definitely somebody's been wiring on it, because here's a wire that goes nowhere. Here's a weird plug-in that doesn't I don't see another end to this. This is just messed up. Both the positive and the negative both have black cables coming out of it. And then I've got this other black cable. You know what? I've got a manual on this thing. Let me go grab the manual and maybe we can hook this thing up. I don't want to blow something up, so let me go grab it and I'll be back. Alright, well I went to get the manual, and while I was getting the manual, I walked back over this way and I happened to look in this box. And underneath these headlights, look here. That's the valve cover and the rocker arm adjustments. So that's got the valve adjustments, and there's the valve covers, and everything's in this. So we definitely need to look at the engine before we try to turn it over, because I don't want to turn the engine over without this on it. So see, this is a good thing. Good thing we checked that. Alright, I'm going to move this box over on the workbench and let's see if we can peek in and see what the engine looks like. Alright guys, we'll see. It's a good thing we didn't try to turn this engine over. I don't know if you can see through this hole, but look here. The top of the motor is open. So yeah, you cannot get to this thing. So anyway, that means we're going to have to start taking off some plastic. So let me take off some plastic and we'll see what we got. Oh, well, alright everybody. I'm going to apologize. This may be a short video, because just getting it down to this, taking all the plastic and everything off, that was pretty much a whole day job. Let me reposition the camera. Let's take the gas tank off, and then maybe we can see what we're dealing with as far as engine wise goes. Well, okay everybody, here's what I found when I took the gas tank off. Obviously somebody has been in here and been tearing at stuff. Carburetor's not hooked up. The airbox isn't hooked up. Look, it's just sitting in there. It wasn't even there. It's missing all this stuff. It's missing its throttle. So anyway, look, somebody I think has had this head off, because, well, maybe not. Let's see what we got. Let's keep going with this for a little bit. I have to say the cam doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of tempted to pull this head off of it, and let's see what the valves and the cylinder and everything looks like. See, they've got the thermostat housing off. I think somebody's had this head off. So let me see what we can do. Let's go ahead and pull this head off in this episode, and let's see what the valves and the cylinder and everything looks like. So anyway, hang on, I'll be right back. Well, okay everybody, that was an ordeal, but I got the head taken off. So I'm going to rotate this cylinder. I'm going to rotate the engine a little bit. We'll get this cylinder down and we'll see what it looks like. So let's just kind of, oh, she's bound up somehow. Well, now it didn't want to turn over. I've wondered what, oh, I had the chain. Okay. Well, you know what? The cylinder feels really good. There's no scores in it. Nothing. Okay. Well, let's go look at the head. Maybe the head's got problems. There's no dings in the top of this piston. I mean, the cylinder feels really good, really smooth. So, let's go see what the head looks like. Alright everybody, well, we're back. Here is the cylinder head off of that Vinson. And you guys are seeing it the first time I'm seeing it, so let's turn it over. Man, I gotta say, this looks good. I mean, really good. Maybe we should pull the cylinder off. You know, we're right there anyway. Just pull the cylinder and see what the piston and rings look like. Because we can always put all that stuff back together. So, let me go pull the let me go pull the base, or yeah, let me go pull the cylinder off of it, and let's see what that looks like. Well, okay, everybody, I got the cylinder off, so let's look at it. It looks really good. I don't know if you guys can see down in there, but I was really expecting it to be really scratched up and really bad, but man, this thing feels great. I mean, there's no lip, no gouging. Let's look at the piston. Well, there is our problem. And you guys see that? The top and bottom piston rings are stuck. That's why it didn't have any compression. So, looks like we're going to have to order a set of rings for this guy. It probably got hot, would be my guess. But this second one looks like it may be broken. No, I think it's just stuck. Well, let me get on the internet and order some parts. If nothing else, we're going to need a new top-end kit for this thing, so, or a new top-end gasket set. So, anyway, well, alright everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. I am really digging working on four-wheelers instead of computers every day. And maybe that's just because it's a change. But I'm having fun. If you guys want to help me out, just subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments. All that stuff helps with the YouTube stuff. Just trying to build my subscribers up, you know, like everybody else on YouTube is. But anyway, guys, I've got to order some parts for the Vincent. So I'm going to go get that on the horn right now and get some of that stuff coming. But anyway, man, it's been great. Sandfill out. Be safe on the dunes. Bye.